So far, we only have one way for the user to update the deadline. And of course, it only changes to one single deadline no matter what the user types. Now, let's take advantage of that input field in order to truly update the application. Let's add a new key to the state. This key will be called new deadline, and let's camel case it. That's when you have two words, but you combine them together, and the second word you capitalize. For now, we'll simply set the new deadline to an empty string. Next, we'll need to update this new deadline. We'll add an onChange function to the input field. Let's go ahead and format this a bit. And in the onChange function, we're going to add an event variable, and similarly to an anonymous function, we're going to have that equal arrow syntax. And for now, let's simply console.log this event variable to see what's going on. Let's save for now. We'll go ahead and inspect the element of the app so we can access the console. Let's see what happens when we type November. And there we go. There's a lot of data coming out. And the reason why it looks like so much data is because there really is that much data. But really what we're interested in is just what the user types. And we can access what the user types by adding the target.value properties. Let's go ahead and save. And let's try that one more time. And as you can see, it updates every time the user changes the input field. And we have the most recent change, which is Novem, which is short for November. Finally, since we can see the data already logging to our console, we can go ahead and change this console.log function to a this.setState function that updates the new deadline to that event.targetValue. Let's change this, and we'll say this.setState, our new deadline, remember it has to be a whole new object, is the event.target.value. We'll go ahead and save. The next thing we need to do is change the actual change deadline method a bit in order to truly update the deadline to our new one. For now in the method, let's take out the this.setState here, and we'll simply console log the current state to see what our application looks like so far. Let's save. And then we'll say our new deadline is November 25, 2017. Let's go ahead and press this change deadline function now. So our object deadline is currently December 25, 2017. But here we have a new deadline, which is November 25, 2017. So there we go. We have an updating state component. Now we simply need to set the new deadline, or the original deadline, to that new deadline. Or rather, the new deadline within the state. And we'll go ahead and delete that for now. And let's see if the entire application works. So November 25, 2017. We'll go ahead and press submit. And there we go. It changes. We can do November 20 if we wanted to. We can even change up the year to something crazy like 3017. Man, if only we could be alive then to see what technology looks like. Maybe we'd code with our minds. In any case, the sizing looks pretty unappealing at the moment, but later on, we'll add some styling as well as a neat React trick in order to make this whole application look slick. Let's move on.